and it's your old mate Dave Spencer back with you once again, and we're on our search for lorries this morning up at Penrith in Cumbria, just off the M6, and this is the location of this roundabout. You can still take the old historic route down to Shap over the fells, so very much at the heart of English and Scottish trucking over the years. The wagons rolling up through all sorts of weathers over Shap, and a challenge for those beasts of yesteryear. Well, these days we've got more powerful lorries, but nonetheless friendly for that. And it's early February 2020, and as usual, what shall we see? We see what we see. And without further ado, well, I'd better get behind the camera and see what we can see. And not our usual position for Penrith, but as the sun gets up and moves around a little bit, then I'll be in that very familiar position, and it'll give us some excellent still shots as well as some really cracking video. So let's get going. Turners? Gosh, they're everywhere, aren't they? Nice thumbs up and away from Turner's driver. Surprisingly, the amount of pedestrians using the roads around here. I suppose it's a fair few people work in the ambulance fire station, associated offices over there, and there's a village behind us, Eden. Yes. Up here you are truly in the Garden of Eden. And it has a river running through the middle of it. It all sounds very Old Testament, that, doesn't it? Well, I went through there this morning. Now, we won't go into the details why I went through, except for it takes you into the countryside and there's trees and things, and I've been on the road for an hour and a half. After I'd had a cup of tea, I'll let you use your imaginations as to why I went there. But anyway, there's these pedestrians walking up this hill, and they were walking up at about 10 abreast in the road. You think, wow, you know, really asking for it, aren't they? Oh, a Scottish one, a white Scottish one. Boys, that's a bit better, isn't it? A bit more traditional looking. And he's got the lining out. Don't you think that lining out just sets it off? Lifts it up. We've just got an army, or I guess it's army, helicopter buzzing around. Obviously something going on today, away from the tractor driver. Sometimes you get the RAF fighter planes roaring overhead, protecting our freedom from, well, I don't know, coronavirus or something, whatever. Costs a lot of money though, don't they? Oh, never mind. I suppose necessary evil in this bad old world. WS, Woody Stobart, in a very white livery. Fresh link, sorry. See a lot of those when we go over to Newark, another one of our favourite spots. And oh, there's another WS over there in the proper livery. Perhaps we'll get to see that one on his return journey, unless he's going an awfully long way. They can be going a long way in either direction here, any direction. They wouldn't be going east, would they? Because they've just come from there. So all points north, south, and west. But I like to get it right, you know. I know what people were saying Dave gets everything wrong. I get enough wrong without trying. Thompson's, that's a lovely one, isn't it? Nice livery, straightforward, no messing. BCA Automotive. Picked to make the Oxford die-cast. Model of the car transport. It sort of comes in 1,000 bits that you have to try and put together, and putting the cars on it was an absolute nightmare. Lots of lorries over the other side of the road. Of course, much better over there. Wished I hadn't come over here. Only joking. If I stood over there, I'd be thinking the same about this. We really are seeing a lot of the big boys, aren't we? The ones we see a lot. But we might see something interesting. I've seen a few classics out living over this past week. It's never when you've got a camera handy. Fans, always tired of those. Nice big wave. Oh, look at this one. That's a nice one. You see, classic liveries. Don't they, you know, make for a really tidy wagon, don't they? But the old road rage seems to have died down. We've not had any incidents for quite a few minutes now, thank goodness. You sort of think, oh, is it a bit dodgy where I'm standing? Never had any trouble here before. And when I film on the M6 junction 15, which is the sort of south end of the what we call the D road, the A500 at Stoke-on-Trent, that roundabout there is a nightmare. And you know, you've got sort of near misses every 2 minutes. Oh, I'm a Dutchman. Flowers from Amsterdam when it's spring. It is spring, soon is spring. Wow, good old mix this time. And still they're coming. And they're going to back up for the next change of lights. See, now County Durham over the other side, he's just gone from County Durham. You see, you got a free sort of geography lesson chucked in for nothing. No, nothing, just thrown in. Don't charge you for it at all. And one of the special livery stagecoach buses with its Lakes livery just passing round. It's infuriating, isn't it, when I point out things that are in the distance and you can't really see them. But I'm just an infuriating sort of person, really. Mandy is always telling me that. Well, she might be telling me, but whether I'm listening is another thing, isn't it? It's selective hearing. It's a male affliction, I'm afraid. What do you say, girls? Come on, you can have your say. We're not prejudiced. Of course, it's always political correctness these days, so we have to always say that other things are available. So, you know, other types of viewers are available in other sort of genders and things. I get lost. Do you get lost a little? It's very hard once you just got people, and if they were nice, well, hey, nice was all right with me. And even if they weren't nice but didn't bother you, well, that was still okay. But now everybody wants to be sticking their oar in, and they all want a special case. Do you know, people like Mandy, she's had a disability virtually all her life. Now, Mandy would love not to have it. She doesn't want to be identified by a disability. So the amazing thing is, if you've got something like that that makes you readily identified, actually you'd rather not be. If you get my drift. Thumbs up from the driver, and he's got a whole load of free range eggs on their way somewhere. Well, we staggered to the end of another programme, and it's been great having you with us up here in Penrith on this sunny February morning 2020, our first visit to Penrith of the new decade. And it's been great having you along, and it's been that super that we're going to have a go at getting another hour's filming. So perhaps you'll join us for the next part of the day's proceedings, and we'll have a few more tales to tell, no doubt, and we shall see what we shall see. And if it's bye-bye for now, well, I'll give you a decent one. bye for now. See you all again soon. Take care, and I'm off round the camera to start all over again. So bye bye, take care, bye bye.